When it comes down to brass tacks, it's what are we doing? How are we physically helping these folks? And that's what I'm most proud of to stand here today is to see a group of representatives, to see a governor, to see the Iowa Lottery step forth and say, talk isn't cheap when it comes to us. Talk isn't cheap when it comes to recognizing the sacrifice of law enforcement and fire services. And so to be here today, to see that come to fruition, to see Iowa at its best, where we roll up our sleeves, we see a problem, we tackle it, and we get it done.
And the fact was that our smaller communities that are not self-funded, that have to purchase insurance, were not allowed to do so. Even if they wanted to, they couldn't furnish insurance for the families of fallen officers. And so I said, well, that's the first thing we have to fix. And so a year ago in the legislature, we got that passed that we would allow cities and counties and state to be able to continue to furnish insurance for the families of our fallen heroes. It was very important for me to be able to offer a small piece of security to the families of fallen firefighters and fallen police officers and peace officers. When that loved one is gone, if we can at least step up and say, you know what, you don't have to worry about insurance anymore, I feel good about that.
This legislation, and I want to thank Mike, was challenging to get through, to find that funding, to make that happen. But it's also legislation that we hope that we never have to use. We hope we never have to utilize this program. That is our goal, is never have to use it. But knowing that it's there and the comfort that it will give and ease some of those burdens for the family if they lose a loved one in the line of duty, it's a small token that we can do to help and to be there for them. And I think that's what's so exciting for me, that we're able to do that.
We talk a lot about the fact that we're not the lottery. We're the Iowa Lottery. And what does that mean? We have a very unique mission to provide responsibly raised revenue for important state causes, which is why, from an Iowa Lottery perspective, gentlemen, it was incredibly humbling that you trust the Iowa Lottery to add to its beneficiaries from our proceeds this Public Safety Officer Survivor Benefit Fund.